Can't forget that, right? So, let me turn this music off. Welcome everybody to week 5, day 1 of our Diamond Dash training. I have to start off, I've said a couple times since I got in here, by apologizing that this is starting late. I'm always up on here 15 to 20 minutes late. For some reason, I had a weird thing with my mind, my brain. I have all 5 kids here and I missed the time. And I have to apologize, first of all, to each one of you guys because I know your time is valuable. And also apologize to Sagi and Barbie. I know Sagi had a meeting with Beachbody and he left early for that. And he texted me yesterday and told me he was going to let me leave. Let me know that he was going to leave early for that. So I apologize to you, Sagi, and to you as well, Barbie, for that. But once again, I am excited about this Diamond Dash training. I did the count today. In the past 5 weeks, we have 15 brand new diamond coaches as far as the ones I've been put into the file of brand new diamonds in the last 4 weeks of this training. So you guys are moving, you guys are shaking, you guys are building momentum with your team. So we're extremely proud of you guys for that. I'm extremely excited about some new diamonds that are going to be popping tomorrow that I know about, and excited for each one of you guys that are on the call today, investing in yourself during this time when you could be out doing something else. So it means a lot that you are on here doing that with us today. So the topic of today's call is we're going to talk about leadership tips, how to lead yourself, how to lead others. That's one of the biggest traits that you have to learn in, building your business with Team Beachbody and becoming an entrepreneur is how to lead people. So when I was masterminding with our diamond coaches before this, the people that we thought about as great leaders when we were thinking about couples was Sagi and Barbie. And I've always looked up to Barbie for the longest time in this business, before I came on as a coach in April of 2011. And then also I've been a huge follower of Sagi in the way that he grows himself with his personal development and leads others and inspires others. And he's become a great friend of mine as well. And so it's my honor and my pleasure to introduce and welcome them to this call. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a question and answer where Barbie's going to give the question and Sagi is going to give us the answers. We've prepared 5 questions from our team, and then I know Barbie has prepared some questions as well. So it'll be kind of interesting to see what she wants to ask her husband about leadership on this call for us today. So with that being said, Barbie and Sagi, I'm going to pass the time over to you guys. You can go ahead and click start broadcasting.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm good.
So you won't be able, come back, hon. You won't be able to see him, but so he just came back from the gym actually because he canceled his meeting and then because he wanted to be there for Scotty, and then he said, I'm going to get a workout in, and then you saw someone at the gym actually. Come back so they can actually see you, babe.
So we had a early meeting today that we didn't know that it was scheduled, and it turned to something amazing that took 2.5 hours. So it's great about this call because I don't believe in coincidence. So I'm into my workout, got my headsets, and then I see without my glasses I barely can tell who is what, but I saw if you've done Beast, you will know Pretty Boy. So I saw Pretty Boy. I came to talk to him. I did ask him some questions and even got him on video. And what a cool story. The guy was 350 pounds, started working out at the gym, then went down to about 230. And a friend of mine told me that that there's a guy that I want to invite to the audition that we did with Beast. So he came and I'm like, wow, this guy's got a lot of potential. So I asked him what his diet like because he only had a month to get ready. He's like, well, I drink. He told me about his food and then he said, I don't drink more than 3 to 4 beers a night. I'm like, did you say beer? He's like, yeah. So I got him ready for Beast. And during the filming, we did a photo shoot. And normally I don't really eat a lot during photo shoots because photo shoots or filming because it's hard to digest the food, and you definitely don't want to burp when you are talking and in exercise. So I was sitting with everyone, kind of hanging out, and one of the top photographer in the world, which is a friend of mine, sat there, and I said, "You see this guy? This guy got potential to be a star." And he was a little bit overweight, and he looked at me, he's like, "Are you sure?" I say, "I'm not sure. I'm certain." So after that, he did 14 covers for between Ironman and Muscle Fitness, but more than that, he got to be a spokes guy for bodybuilding.com, and now he got to be, he's going to be sponsored by Reebok. So think about it, from 350 in college, drinking beer, going to audition for Beast, losing all this weight in about 4.5 weeks, sitting at lunch that, again, I won't even sit and eat lunch. I just sat there because I wanted to talk to my photographer friend, to him now. So it's like, someone else that would have the same opportunity, I would say this is 1 in a million or 1 in 100,000, because you can get opportunities handed to you or doors open for you, but you gotta really realize that here's an opportunity that I am really, it's about a choice to conquer it or say, I don't think I'm ready. Or I'm going like that on purpose, because I told him there's 2 types of people with answers. There's a person that have all the reasons, and then there's a person that have all the results. And remember, the one that have the reasons, that doesn't count. Does it make sense?
Yes. He can't answer back, but
he can't?
No. But,
am I talking to myself?
No, not at all. But they can hear you. See, yes, they can. I can type. They can hear me. But then you have to put your glasses on.
Yeah, because okay, glasses. Okay, because they can. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they can hear you.
Oh, so they can hear me. Okay, so it's like I'm with you. Okay, I'm gonna say something else later, but go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, he also said to you, it was because of you. And this topic is about leadership. So what was your leadership role in this particular situation?
Well, I was the freaking beast. I owned that floor. That was my cage. That was my house. And no one else could say differently. No one else could shake me. No one else could doubt me. And that's what whatever it takes can come, because I said to every time, first of all, before every time we started the filming, we prayed together. We prayed that this workout will be amazing so it can help so many other people. It wasn't about us. Give your best, and then it's in the hands of the guy upstairs. And there's a saying that says, powerful people recognize potential in people, and people with potential know power when they see it. So they definitely know who's the potential and who's got the power. When I see potential, I recognize it very fast. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the fastest. You don't have to have the most money, because it's all things that someone else can have more. It's really about how much time and effort you're willing to put in that investment to become better. And that's someone that can lead. And how do you lead? The way you talk, the way you walk, the way you sit, the way you are presenting yourself, and you're not waiting for someone else to tap you in the shoulders. Oh, you're such a great leader. That's something that a true leader never even think about, because they're more focused about how to lead from the front. And that's something that I can tell you, where I'm from, in the military, and I was a lieutenant, the officers always lead from the front. So in Desert Storm in the Gulf War, I was with the U.S. Air Force, and at the time, the officer in the same unit that I was lead from the back. And that was really surprised for me, because how can you lead in the back without knowing or seeing the target? A leader is someone you want to follow. He's not going to follow anyone from the back. So that was for me really a high adjustment, which, you know what, until today, I still don't get it. But maybe I don't have to.
Yeah. You know what I wanted to say about you? That you, even though you're clearly a leader and you were the leader on the set for Body Beast, mm-hmm. you recognize someone else. Mm-hmm. And here I am, you guys. But I just want to say, like, you're never someone that, you always want other people to shine.
Of course.
Even though you are like the leader, you want other people to shine and you give them opportunities. Like even when you went to the Hammer and Chisel test group in California a few months ago, you saw this woman who was getting great results. She was beautiful, and you matched her up with some photographer, you know, because you saw potential. But Sagi's always doing things like that. Like he's always thinking of other people. He's never trying to hog the spotlight.
No, I don't need that.
You don't need that, and I think that's.
And I don't thrive from that.
No, I love that.
And I don't ask for that. I don't need that. This is something like that just come natural when you are again a leader. A leader, when he walks through the room, everyone noticed him without him saying it, one word. And that's the same thing goes by example. You don't have to say much for people to recognize that you're a true leader. Because one thing about leadership or leader, every leader have one thing in common, is a vision, seeing past from what you are and where you are or with who you are right now. And for what Barbie said, success doesn't, I never saw success measured by my accomplishment. I saw success, and I still do, by the people that I raised to the top. Because being a lone success on top, it is very lonely and very boring. Because just an example, you just bought a new car. You're like so excited because you become a star diamond. I mean, I don't know much about this, but I'm just saying star diamond, elite diamond, whatever it is. You're so excited, but you have no friends to share. Your family don't even know what Beachbody is all about. They think it's a multi-level whatever. And you know what you need to say when someone says multi-level? Who knows the answer? What's coming after that? We are a multi-level what? Let's see who knows the answer.
MLM multi-level.
Come on. Helper. No. Yes. Yes. Multi-level helping people.
Wow.
That's right. So it's our mission is to help people. Our mission is not about just the workout, not about just the products. Our mission is to unite together a force that will lead by example and make America great again, is someone saying right now.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
It's funny, we were talking about this call today, and I asked Sagi, do you see yourself as a leader? And what did you say? I said, are you a leader? And what did you say?
Absolutely.
Yeah, like there was not 1 second of hesitation. You didn't say absolutely. You said, hell yeah.
Well, I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, sorry.
Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah. So when did you know that you were a leader? Did you have like a moment when the skies parted and you said, I'm a freaking leader, or were you like 6 years old?
When I realized that I was a leader, when I was probably in third or fourth grade, when we had to, the coach had to pick who's going to be the captain. And with no hesitation, I went to the front. I'm like, I'm going to be the captain. And I tell you what,
that's my man.
No, but I was so scared. I was so scared and timid because when I was young, I was so skinny. And I'm talking about skinny that if I turned sideways, the teacher would think that I was absent. That's how skinny I was. But the same thing I always say is that the things that you hate the most or dislike the most, those are the things that you must do and face the most. Because the real reality of the word fear is really shame. So if you're ashamed of something, that means that you need to conquer it. You need to dance with it. You need to do whatever it takes to face it so you can move on and let it go so you can grow.
That's so beautiful, because I was just going to ask you, as an adult and as a leader, do you still experience moments of fear?
No. Fear? What's that?
I don't know.
Fear is not real. Fear is just a story that in our brain goes with memories and experiences that we experienced in the past, and now we interpreting what that means. So we are, not me, I would say, well, aren't you afraid? No, because I tell you why. Because what I learned since I was that young is that the more I fell down on the floor, the more I got hurt, the more I got blood on my legs, and the more I got the ball kicked in my head, I realized that as many times as I fell, that is many times that I stood up. So anytime that you lay on your back, all you have to do is just to look up, and trust me, you will get up.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that was pretty cool. But really, great leaders, they say think alike. I say great leaders don't think alike.
I love that.
Because if you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in the wrong freaking room. You need to find a new group of people to be around. Because if there's 5 people and you're the smartest guy, you need to know that there's 4 people that below you. So you always want to find a group of, let's say, 5 that you right in the middle, because there's 2 below you and 2 above you. So there's always a place to step up and become better, because it's always about becoming better. And for me, it's really about celebrating the small things, the little things. It's not about, oh my God, I just bought a big house. No. Oh my God, today I read a post and how this lady just went from a 0 to a hero after event that I was speaking and doing. That's what I get up every morning and kick myself out of bed and saying,
True story. Look at my text message. He actually texted me this story from Facebook. And I have to say that's a quality that I so respect and admire of you as a celebrity trainer. I think as a coach, I've been a coach for 8 years, and when we first got together, I feel like I was a little bit blasé, just so used to getting nice messages from people saying Barbie, you changed my life, and Barbie this. And I was like, yeah, okay, it's another message. And then I would see Sagi, I'm not kidding, every morning, sometimes cry over messages that he would get from people who sometimes you saved their life, and so you got me in a state, you helped me become more grateful. And to me, in that sense, you lead by example.
That's sweet. And again, someone like Scotty, which is a great leader, and he always is, you can ask, how do you do it? How can you do what you do with having such an amazing family and blessed with 5 kids and be such an amazing accomplishment? How do you do it? What driving you? What is it about you that's so special that we can do it? I'm sure you get asked that all the time. And I'm sure you ask yourself, can I do it? Can I do it? So in Beachbody, and I was talking to Barbie, I think it was a few days ago, there's always a why what is your why? What is your why? So I told her, what about instead why you start saying, why not? Why not now?
Why not me?
Why not me? Why not? I'm not where I need to be, should be, and what do I need to do to get better? And then I tell you the answer. And every time that I walk to, very, very, very often I walk to Beachbody headquarters, there's a big 3 words on every floor saying, decide, commit, succeed. So simple to read that. So simple to say, oh yeah, decide, commit, succeed. And I tell you, why we have about 200 top leaders out of about 350,000 people, right? It's about 350 coaches, 1,000 coaches. Mm-hmm. Why only like 200 or 400 right at the top? Because I can tell you why. They found a big reason to make a decision. And I told Barbie, decision is really a word from Latin, means disconnect, break through it. So you disconnect it, you pull out of it.
You burn those boats.
You burn the boats and you burn the island. And once you make the decision, that decision, it's something that you know, I had enough. I'm tired of being tired and I'm going to do it no matter what. You know, when you make the decision, you probably remember it. And some of us, you can think about a decision that you've done 10 years ago. What if you chose a different decision? How would your life look like today? So making a decision that you're not making a decision is also a decision, meaning that deciding not to decide, you also decide. Mm-hmm. And then it's really come down to, after that, committing. And the commitment is commitment to yourself. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of times we don't recognize our greatness, and we need other people to assure that. And that's when you find yourself lost and in fear mode, park in life.
Decide, commit,
and succeed. You don't have a choice. Once you decide and you commit, and what's so great about it is that to be successful really, to me, means that you have the ability to help other people to shine with you. Mm-hmm. And the more people that, I don't know if I ever said that, but when I was selected to be celebrity trainer, that's what we call us, right? Out of 10,000, they went down to 1,500, they went down to 100, they went down to 5. And out of the 5, it went down to interviews and all kind of stuff. My point is, they asked me, because at the time I was doing a lot of coaching for different competition with people. So they asked me if I had 15 before and after pictures. Mm-hmm. So I was laughing. I'm like, is this a joke? It's like, what? Why? I said, just 15. Why, you have more? I'm like, how many do you need? Well, you have 25. I said, that's how much you need, or that's what you're asking? Well, what can you give us? How about 100? That sounds good. And that's one thing that first separated me from the other people, mm-hmm. that I had so many testimonies that it's not about me, it's about them. Because I know my success personally from the heart is seeing other people succeed. And
that you can apply to coaching, you guys. I mean, so many of you are running for Diamond and beyond. It's not about you sponsoring people. It's about how many people can you help to have that success. And that's going to get you to whatever level of star diamond you want. Can I ask you a few questions about decisions? We were talking about decisions.
Let's do it.
So one question, just reflect back on your life as a leader, as a man, mm-hmm. and what's one of the toughest decisions that you've had to make as a leader? That's a big question.
No, it's not. Okay. It's easy. The first decision is to leave my family back home, have a little bit of money, a suitcase with my clothes, I landed in New York, and the first thing that I did, believe it or not, it sounds crazy, but the first thing that I did was looking for a post office. That was my decision to move here. And why did I go to the post office? We just said burn the boats. I took the ticket, that return ticket. I sent it back to my mom, and that was for me saying, there's no way back. There's no way that I am going back. And that's a major decision. It's not a big decision. It's a major decision. A decision that changed my life.
And why is that? What does that have to do with leadership? I mean, I see it, but they don't know you as well.
Leader, like I said, a great leader is a leader that have a vision. Mm-hmm. And from a young age, and again, after the military, almost over 4 years, I was in uniform, and then to make a decision that I'm going to leave my family. I don't know anyone here. I don't speak even the language. I don't know where I'm going to sleep. That's a vision. Why? Because my purpose was so huge, and it makes me emotional because everything was so clear, and at the same time was so hard. So the things that are so hard become very easy when you love what you do. Mm-hmm. And then you ask, well, how come if it's so easy, other people can't do it? And the answer is because it's so hard, and they don't want to do that hard work. Mm-hmm. Does it make sense?
I'm glad I married you. Can I ask you to share something?
Of course.
So at leadership, about maybe it was 2 years ago, I don't remember, a year or 2 years ago, Carl was on stage, and Sagi wasn't there at leadership, and Carl was talking about how he was hoping that Body Beast would be a blockbuster, but that it wasn't doing well in the infomercials. And the fact was that Body Beast didn't do well for a long time. I mean, they had to tweak it 15 times before they got it right. Mm-hmm. And can you talk about just your faith in the pro? Because guys, Body Beast is a freaking blockbuster now, and Hammer and Chisel is going to be the freaking game changer. I have absolutely no doubt about that. But what I saw in Sagi, like, that makes me cry, was this unshakable faith in Body Beast, in the program, in his fans, when everybody else was saying, it's not doing that great. Can you talk a little bit, like, where did that come from? Talk about that.
You know, we all talk about changing the world, and we want to do all these great things and etc. But, you know, like I said about vision, and this really made me emotional, because my vision was to create a legacy that's saying this person helped so many people, and he was so amazingly leader when it comes to gratitude. And it's funny when Barbie said about Beast, because I gave it all for filming Beast. It took me over 2 years. I gave it all I got, all my knowledge, all my screw ups, all my schooling, my certificate, everything is in that program. And I can tell you what happened. Carl walked to the room because I had no idea what is how to stand in front of camera, filming camera. I didn't know how this whole thing worked. And I really, I sucked big time. So Carl walked in, and there were cameras in the room. And let me tell you, when you have 6 people sitting down and checking you from top to bottom, and every word that you say, oh, he didn't say that, it's not right, you need to say this. And you got too many chefs in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. It's never a good thing. Carl walked in and he saw my face, and that face was, oh my God, this is not fun. So this is why I love Carl so much. And talk about leadership. Carl is one of the most amazing leaders that I know. And he came to me and he said, I believe in you. I know you got this, and you are the one. That's why you're standing here. You don't have to be anyone else beside yourself. And that was a breakthrough for me, because what's better than being yourself?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, my saying is like, don't look in the window, start looking in the mirror. And that was a shift in my again, everything creating Body Beast. But when Body Beast didn't do well because of the infomercials, the way it was set up, who try more than 3-4 shows? I don't know any company that will do that. And I can tell you this, Carl came to me after the 4th or 5th one and he said, buddy, I promise you then, I promise you not. We will not give up. And and at Summit, last Summit, I saw Carl and he said, do you know? I'm like, what? And that was right when we just, Summit started. We walked to the core and he said, we finally made it. And Summit, the quote was, never give up. So I start crying right at the door, entering to the core. And three girls standing behind me, seeing me cry. And Carl doesn't know what to say or do. He hugs me, and I hear the 3 girls in the back saying, I think he just fired the beast. What? I think he just fired the beast. He's crying and Carl is hugging him. So that was pretty funny, but that's why I'm so emotional, because when Beachbody's saying never give up, they never give up. Mm-hmm. When Beachbody said this summit, each person matter, freaking I tell you, I see it, we all see it, each person matter. And I tell you what, your word, just one word, can turn someone from a zero to be a hero. Just remember that, because you have the power, and you don't even know that. You have the power, you have the ability, you have the strength, you have that greatness inside you that you don't even know, that you didn't even tap to it. And once you realize what that statement, what is that inspiration inside you, you will step into your power and you will say, no more. I'm done. I'm going to divorce that sour story. And from here on, I'm going to create a new story. I'm going to be the best helper. I call myself the shifter, because we always start at point A and we don't know what point B looks like. But if you don't have a target, where were you going to go? Right, Barbie?
Yep. I'm sniffly. Yeah, you're so awesome. So just a few more questions, because it's 6:54.
It's okay.
Let's talk about motivation. So are you always super motivated?
Fuck no.
Babe, no cursing.
Okay. No. I truly don't believe in motivation. Is something that comes and goes. And motivation is something that you can find. Motivation is something that someone will do for you. For example, when you click on Beast, and I can tell you when I'm going to click on Hammer, you're going to be like, oh my God, this guy is on 5 energizers in one time. But so again, being motivated, you can wake up one morning and say, I just want to stay in bed. I'm not feeling motivated. Or you can wake up the next day saying, oh, I'm so motivated. But the reason that I don't believe in being motivated is because that's just a feeling that you can grab and can go away anytime. But when you know your purpose, when you know your mission, when you know your why am I here and what am I going to do today to inspire, to change, to help, to invite, since we're talking about coaching, that is not motivation, guys. That's a big reason, because when you have big reasons, you're going to have big results. And when you have big results, that's how you change the world. Everything starts with you. For things to get better,
you must get better. So Scotty one of the questions that Scotty wanted us to address, which you're already addressing, is sometimes leaders expect people to just show up. So how important is it to lead by example and to truly have respect for yourself in leadership?
So you mean the expectation from other people to
not you, but a lot of times as a leader, you have this expectation of my coaches should do this and my team should do this and people should do this. They just expect other people to, follow through. And how important is it, or what role does self-respect and leading by
self-respect for yourself as a leader?
Yeah. And, just respect for yourself, and then leading by example. How important is it for you to lead by example?
Leading by example is a choice. If you made that choice, that decision to be a great leader, and as far as you were saying, how would other people look at it, or what you need to do to help them to become also leaders?
That sounds good.
There's I would say three types of people. People that will always sit in a driver's seat. Yep. There's going to be the people that will drive the car, and there's people that just don't know what to do to get going. So that's also that would be the mission, or that will be the education, or that will be the point that a great leader will not, the expectations from other people, he has to understand what their stories, what's their background, what are their tipping points that they can get stuck or they are stuck, and what are their, finding their weaknesses to help them to be, to reach greatness. Because not all people wants to be in a top 10 coaches. Some people just want to park and be comfortable. So if you want to master your parking and master where you are in your life, then you shouldn't be on my team. But if you want to master how you're going to move forward, and it doesn't, again, like I said, it doesn't have to be so big. One step at a time, one day at a time, one workout at a time, one meal at a time. And like I said, instead, why, you say, why not? Why not me? I can do it. And again, it's a matter of, for me, it comes to one word, faith. If you don't have faith, and if you don't have that belief that you can do it, no one else can do it for you, because believe me, if you're going to wait for someone else going to do it for you, you're going to wait a long time. So don't count on someone else to do it for you, but always ask for medicine. It's not, medicine is just a metaphor. Ask for help and ask for what you need. Because if your leader doesn't know what are your needs, or what are the things that's holding you back, how would they know? They won't. So
can I share too that today, because we were going to take turns talking, but I was like, you know what? Like, I'd rather just play the role of asking questions. And I said, one of the things that I learned was I used to think that leadership was
harsh.
harsh because I'm such a driven personality, and you know, it's so obvious to me that you just have to recruit people, you just have to do this, you just have to invite people, you just have to form challenge groups. And I had people on the team that were like skyrockets. And had you asked me a few years ago when I was, you know, when I was in the top 10, like, do you have anything else to learn? I would have probably said, yeah, but I've already mastered it, you know. And it's only now that I've been a coach for 8 years, making really tons of money, that now I'm in a different level of leadership where I'm really doing what you're talking about, which is really learning how to work with all kinds of people and helping them develop their strengths and really working as a team. And
also helping from the heart.
Yeah, it's such a big, beautiful difference, you know?
You know, if I go back to leadership, there's so many successful, that you will see successful people and you will say, oh, wow, he's such a great leader, he's so successful. But I tell you what, some of you don't really know the story behind it, and you don't know how miserable those people are, because they took that success and they pretty much let go of their marriage, their kids. The price was too high. So again, it comes down to what you're saying is about leading, and that leadership will also shift with the people that you want to be around.
Amazing.
And how you're going to draw the right people by really looking in the mirror and ask, who am I? And what are my values? And what do I stand for? And what is it that's so special about me that I can share with other people? Because sharing your life experiences, sharing your hardships, sharing your story or anything that you've been through, not whine about it, share it. It's two different things. Don't be the victim, be the victor, as I say. But when you share that, people relate to it, because that's the breaking point, that they know that you're human and you're really connect with them. Because it's all about connecting. Once you connect those feelings, whatever you feed will grow.
Yeah.
So if you want love, give love. If you want to have a good quality relationship, it's up to you.
It only took me 6 years as a coach to learn.
and you know, Scotty, if I can give you, whoever is on the call, probably one of the greatest thing to understand is that, for example, the words I am, whatever followed those words I am will come looking for you. And I hear that a lot. Man, I'm so fat. I'm so this. I'm so that. So those words have a lot of meaning. And this is a true research. They did a research that one guy and two managers. One manager told the guy, you are not going to be able to do it. One time he said that, and then the other manager took the other manager almost 20 times to tell him, you're going to make it, you're going to be great. 20 times, one time. So it really comes down to one thing, because God, I believe, gave us all the same gift. And that one gift is the gift of choice. You have the power to decide and choose what your life's going to be like. And really, who's going to be in it? Because if you run with losers, you're going to become one too. And if you're around successful people, that's also something that you're going to become too, right?
Yes.
So
that's it. I have one more question, but it's already 7:05. I wanted to, and it's totally unrelated to coaching, but since Scotty's such a family man, I don't know if it's a question, maybe it's more of a comment, but like how do you lead with your little family? in our relationship?
By showing up. You know, I don't want to talk about, when I talk about what I'm saying right now, I'm sure that there's a lot of people on the call, or it's recorded, a lot of people will listen. There are two things that are most important for a woman from her partner man, is two things. Be present and pay attention all the freaking time. You know, so once you're present and you pay attention to what she really needs, everything will change. And how do I lead the family?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
'cause I'm a tough cookie to lead.
you know, it's the way you speak, is the way you talk. And I lead from the heart, Barbie lead from the brain.
No, I don't.
No, you used to.
Yeah, I do.
So I would talk to her and I would say, for example, so how's that working for you? Like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, is it working great? No. Reasons. There you go. So, you know, so, you know, it's the way, it's like putting your glasses on your face, even if you don't wear one. And I can see the world in one way, and you put the same glasses and you're going to see the world in a different way. Why? Because it's a different, your blueprint, it's that blueprint that you develop from being, let's say, 3 years old to 8 years old. You learn how the world is designed for you. Just like when you walk in the mall and you see this store that have a picture of a family and the father and the mother all smiling. There's a dog and 3 perfect kids, and that's what you think a family should look like. Hallelujah. I don't think so. So if your life going to match your blueprint, the way you were raised or the way you were talked to, because if you all your life heard that you stupid, guess what? You're going to think that you're stupid. But as I said, if your life matching your blueprint, you're going to do fine. But if they won't match your blueprint, you're going to be miserable. But if you do more, or your life will go above and beyond your blueprint, you're going to be super, super happy all the time. So it's really, happiness is a matter of progress, because people expect for magics. And I would say, I don't believe in magic. I believe in miracles. And there's no magic pill. There's no magic program. It all comes down to one thing. Take actions. Because talking about it ain't going to do crap. Just like when you see a new, oh my God, how come I didn't think about it? That the invention made so much money and see? Does any of you know where is the most expensive, the richest place in the world? Does anyone know where that is?
I do.
No, hold on. Where's the richest place in the world? That's a good one. No, it's not. It's not Abu Dhabi. No.
The graveyard. They say.
Oh yes, you said the graveyard. That's right. Why the graveyard? Who knows why the cemetery?
The richest place in the planet is also in your heart, bro.
Right. But I can have a great heart and
yeah,
nothing will happen. The cemetery where all the inventions and all the dreams and all the ideas and all the thoughts and all the things that people were afraid to do, because what if they fail? And what if they're not gonna succeed? How people gonna think of me? And there's no way I'm gonna fail. Some of the most successful people in the world will tell you how many times they fail. Or like Oprah, Mitchell, $700 become a billionaire. So those people, and that's what the reason I'm saying it is, because you have a huge opportunity with a leader like Scotty to learn, to absorb everything like a sponge, and trust the process, because people now these days, they want immediately to see results. Well, you know what? The first result, celebrate now this conversation. You listen to it. I'm sure there's one word that Sagi said, and the bee said, and the hammer said, and then Barbie said that you got from it. So, you know, oh, that conversation was so boring.
But, I don't think anybody's saying.
So it's really, if you take those expectations and then you trade them to appreciations, really, and in your life, you always will come from a place of gratitude. You change your state, you come from gratitude, and you're going to tell me, dude, what is wrong with you? You don't know what just happened. It's horrible. And I lost this, and my life just turned to crap. You know what I will ask? I will ask, so what did you learn, and what's the gift in it? What's the gift in it? Are you crazy? I just lost my house, and and the IRS going to okay, what's the lesson, and what's the gift in it? Well, the gift is that I won't mess with the IRS again. And maybe if I want to not to get divorced, maybe I need to change myself first before I get another divorce. So if you want to change a relationship, change you first.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. That's it, honey.
Okay. Way more than one. Okay.
So we just want to say thank you, Sagi, because Scotty, once only one person can talk at a time. So thank you so much, you guys, for having us on. And it's amazing to be on. We'll see you soon.
Okay. I have to say one thing before I say goodbye. Every day when you wake up in the morning, say two things. Thank you for another day.
I did today.
And look in the mirror and say 10 times, I'm the one, I'm the one, I'm the one, I'm the one, I'm the one. Guess what? After 10 times, doing it 10 times again, you will know that you are the one. There's only one you and nothing else. And I'll leave you with that.
Goodbye, everyone.
I'm the one.
I'm the one.
Awesome. That was absolutely amazing, Barbie and Sagi. I will wake up every single morning and say, I'm the one, I'm the one. I've been actually for the past 4.5 years saying, I'm an amazing coach. I'm an amazing coach. I'm an amazing coach. So we are extremely grateful that you guys, and honored that you guys were able to share with us. We got to learn a lot from you guys and your personalities and why you are the way that you are. And thank you for being vulnerable with us on this call, which I also see as a true leadership trait. I got emotional a couple times. The first time when you mentioned coming here to America and going to the post office box, I was over here tearing up, holding the baby. So I just want you to know, Sagi and Barbie, that we feel honored once again that you guys were able to share with us. And we have this call recorded, so I'm going to take these things that I've learned tonight, learn to apply them in my business. And I know I have a lot of huge takeaways for myself as well about helping other people get results in their life and learning to understand them and help them overcome what's holding them back, finding that tipping point, like you said. So once again, thanks again. We love all you guys. We're extremely excited for each one of you guys on this call. You're taking the right steps, the action steps, like Sagi's talking about. Not just talking about it, but you're doing it and you're being it. So I'm the one. We'll see you guys later.